Hi there, I am MisterBo, and the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 warehouse demo has been out for about 2 or 3 days, and if you're like me, you've been playing it non-stop. Now, I've been super enjoying it, and I'll be putting up a video later in the week going over my honest opinions about what we see in the demo, what I like, and maybe what I don't like, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But today, we're going to be going over a data mine, because as with any demo, beta, or even update to a game, PC players are going to get in there, data mine the game, and find some leaked content that probably shouldn't have been shown off yet. So before we get into this stuff, I do want to say this is spoilers. If you don't want to know what's coming up in the game, that includes some skins from the Deluxe edition, our first look at the secret skater Officer Dick, who is iconic to the series, as well as our first glimpse at a few levels we have yet to see in the game. Obviously this is a remake of some older games, so there's nothing like completely brand new here, but there is a cool twist to Officer Dick that if you don't want spoiled, I would recommend clicking off the video and waiting till you see it in the full game or until they officially show it off. Now with that out of the way, let's get into these data mines / leaks. Now I'm not entirely sure who found this stuff. I saw this stuff on Reddit, and I believe this stuff was also shared over on Discord, so I don't have a point of origin for who found this stuff. Now let's get into the biggest piece of information coming out of this data mine, and that is Officer Dick. He is indeed in this game, and we have an image. Now, Vicarious Visions have kind of thrown a little spin on Officer Dick this time around. We as a community have speculated for quite some time that we were going to probably be seeing Jack Black in this game as a secret skater. Well, he is indeed in this game, but he's not as we thought he'd be. Jack Black is Officer Dick. And I think this is just genius. Whoever at Vicarious Visions or Beanox or Activision, or even maybe it was Jack Black or even Tony Hawk himself, whoever thought of this idea, you deserve a raise, because this is such a good fit. Obviously, Jack Black has been doing a lot of marketing and material for this game, and, well, he's known to not be a great skater or even skate at all. He kind of just cruises around in the videos, and that makes perfect sense for Officer Dick. As to how we're going to be unlocking Officer Dick, we don't really know. The requirements in previous games have always been slightly different, from collecting all the secret tapes to just completing the game 100%. We don't know exactly how we're going to be unlocking this character, but as soon as we do, I'll be making a guide so you can unlock Officer Dick or Jack Black and play as him yourself. Now, the one thing I really hope we see in this game are unlockable montages, and I hope we get one for Jack Black dressed up as Officer Dick, just bailing non-stop. I think that would be super cool to see. And again, as I said, I think this is a genius move, and I don't know if anyone was expecting this, but I think everyone will be happy with this. It is also a bit strange that someone shared a picture of Jack Black as Officer Dick, and a lot of people had just assumed it was maybe a fake image, but now the data mine has confirmed it is indeed legit. So let me know in the comments below what you think of Jack Black as Officer Richard Envy. Moving on from there, let's take a look at some of the exclusive skins you are going to be getting your hands on if you're getting the Digital Deluxe Edition. So these are the retro skins, and we have one for Tony Hawk. And I must say, yes, it's a retro skin, and it kind of looks a little bit weird, but I get it. It's based on this picture here, you can see. So yeah, that's kind of cool. We also have a retro skin for Rodney Mullen, which is this kind of iconic skin. Looks a little bit weird on a sort of older Rodney Mullen, but still cool nonetheless. And then we also have a retro skin for Steve Caballero as well. Again, these are going to only be available through the Deluxe Edition, and we also know we're going to be getting the Ripper, who is a secret skater in that version as well. We haven't got any in-game image of him at the moment, but he is the Pal Peralta mascot, so you're going to be basically skating around as a skeleton, which should be pretty cool. The next stuff from the data mine is basically a look at some of the levels we have and we haven't already seen. So let's start off with New York City. Now, we've already seen a little bit of New York City, I believe, in the Tyshawn Jones video, because he himself is from New York, but I think this is probably one of the most slept on levels in my opinion. I don't really hear many people talking about New York City from THPS 2, and personally I thought it was an awesome level, and I especially love the secret area, the fact you have to go along the train lines to get to it, or there are a few other ways, but back in the day I never even knew that secret area was there until I just miraculously discovered it. We then have our first look at Burnside, which is a classic skate area, which was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. This time it's got a little bit of a nighttime look to it. It's kind of a little bit more grungy than we saw in the original, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun to skate around. It was never really one of my favorites in the original, but I didn't really play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 that much. I don't really remember most of the levels. I was more of a Pro Skater 2 guy myself, so I'm excited to hop back in and maybe relearn a few of the routes and lines that you take in this level. We have a few different images from this level, and yeah, all these levels are looking super cool. Seeing the attention to detail they've put in just the warehouse, having played the demo, hopefully that carries across to all the levels, because if that is the case, we are in for a real treat. We also have our first look at the 2 secret levels that are going to be in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and that is Chopper Drop. And we have a few different images here. So this is the first image of Chopper Drop, which was a secret level in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. It wasn't an exciting map, it was just kind of like 2 half pipes that you dropped from the chopper, hence the name Chopper Drop. As you can see, it's sort of built up of cargo crates. It's got this kind of colorful look to it. We can see the helicopter here is orange and white. We then have another image of Chopper Drop, which I believe is an earlier version, because as you can see, all the colors are gone from this map. I wonder if this is like a UV map reflection, which is what they use to get all the sort of reflections in the water and stuff, because it's kind of got that curve to it. It might just be the way that the image was taken in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but this is probably an earlier version, because we then have another version where we have all that color back into it. Seems like they're not really doing anything extra with this map, which I think some people were kind of hoping for, because it is such a simple level, but it's still cool to see. And it's probably going to be a pretty fun one when you've got max stats and you're going to be getting ridiculous air, hitting 900s all the time. And then the final level we have an image of is the big secret level, and that is Skate Heaven. Now these images that we're looking at are probably the small images we're seeing on the menu to select which level you want to play, so these aren't really like high quality images, but it still looks cool nonetheless. We have the volcano which you can get into. I hope when you load up this level it says skate on my son like it did in the originals. We have 2 different shots here, and you can see like the sort of playground area. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, that Skate Heaven included like the backyard of Tony Hawk's house, and that was kind of why it was Skate Heaven. We also see some things floating around in this shot here, and I can't recall if they were in the original. I don't think they were, and I'm not entirely sure what they are. This image is a little bit too small, but we might get an official look before the launch, or they might kind of keep it a secret for people to unlock when they're playing the game. Again, I'll have guides on how to unlock all these secret levels, all these secret skaters when the full game is out, because I'm sure certain requirements aren't going to be what they were in the original. And that is kind of everything we have from the data mine. There wasn't that much, but there was kind of some cool stuff in there, especially getting our first look at Officer Dick or Jack Black, and obviously getting a look at those 3 skins that are going to be available in the Digital Deluxe Edition. So if you were maybe on the fence, like, I'm not entirely sure if I want to get this version, now you've seen at least some of the stuff you're going to be getting, so maybe that's tied you over. We also know the Digital Deluxe Edition is going to come with a load of retro content for Create a Skater as well, which we have yet to see, so I'm sure we're going to be getting a video going over that shortly, along with Creator Park, because that's going to be something they want to advertise before the launch of the game. So in the comments below, let me know of everything I showed you here. Again, what do you think of Officer Dick / Jack Black? What do you think of the 3 retro skins? Do you think they look a little bit weird having retro skins on basically the older versions of the skaters? Or do you think it's just kind of goofy and kind of cool looking? What do you think of Burnside's look now being at night? What do you think of Chopper Drop? Are you excited for its return? And what do you think of Skate Heaven? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, I will be putting up my full opinions on the warehouse demo later this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be covering any more information we get leading up to the launch of this game, and of course, when this game is out, expect guides on every level, a guide on how to unlock all the secret skaters and all the secret levels, a guide on Creator Park, and a guide on all the customization for Create a Skater as well. So if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. If you enjoyed this video, then click the like button, because it really does help support this video, gets it seen by more people. You can also follow me over on Twitter and over on Instagram at @IamMisterBo. There's links to those in the description below. It'd be awesome to see you guys over there. You can chat with me over on Twitter if you'd like. We also have a Discord server you can join as well. Again, link to that in the description below. But apart from all of that, thank you very much for watching and for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, I will see you in a future video. And as always, make sure you take care. Bye-bye.